Meteorologist Danielle is back now with a look to the weekend.
And there's the potential for even more record-breaking heat on the way. Danielle, it is October.
I know, right? We should not be looking at highs in the upper 80s. You guys, do you have any fall plans? Maybe thinking about going to the pumpkin patch? It's not going to feel like fall at all to start the weekend. And certainly up into the high country, we're already looking past peak as far as the colors go. If you are hanging across the I-25 corridor here in the Denver metro area, starting to see a little bit more color out there, which is nice to see. But man, I wish the temperatures would follow suit, feeling a little bit cooler out there. Not the case today. We had nothing but sunshine. Level clouds barely drifting in, a little bit of haze further out there toward the foothills. Otherwise, it was a beautiful day, but a hot one too. A record high tie at 87 officially out at DIA. A little cooler into northern Colorado, low 80s still running above average with 79 in Ray, 77 off in Burlington, more 70s and low 80s up through the high country. I wish I could say yes, the fall weather is around the corner, but the heat is making a comeback, not just for us here in Colorado, but you can see much of the country as well. Looking at our climate calendar, these temperatures have been warming quite a bit. 71, that's where we should be for this time of the year. Low 70s, feeling a little more brisk out there. Not the case this afternoon. Those temperatures still holding in the mid 80s at this 5 o'clock hour. The good news is we do have a cold front on the way. The bad news, it's going to help kick up the winds out ahead of it. So by early tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., you'll probably already notice a bit of a breeze out there before those winds really ramp up by tomorrow afternoon. Overnight lows will dip into the 50s for the urban corridor, 40s overnight up in the mountains. And then looking at the futurecast statewide, overnight into tomorrow morning, it is quiet no matter where you are in the state. I'll be looking at just a couple of clouds, but really you will feel those winds as well as the heat tomorrow afternoon. The red flag warnings will continue from 10 a.m. until 7 o'clock. The Front Range Mountains through the foothills, the Denver metro area, off to the northeastern plains, and then even our neighbors up to the north also included in this fire weather warning. If we do see a fire spark, it has the potential to grow and to grow fast. Look at these winds, upwards of 50 miles per hour. It's going to be incredibly dry too. Humidity values only between about 5 to 10%. So here we are around lunchtime. We'll start to see the fire danger really ramp up, and then here comes that cold front. Yes, it kicks up the winds, but eventually it will cool us off for the second half of your weekend on Sunday. Tomorrow, like we said, it looks like it could be another record breaker. The current record, 86. Our forecast high, 88. We'll see what we can do. We will be in the 90s off to the eastern plains, some 60s and 70s up through the high country, so that definitely will be the place to be if you want to cool off. We have slightly cooler weather on deck for us on Sunday, back to about 80 degrees, but you'll notice no rain, no snow, nothing but sunshine and highs in the 80s for all of next week.